Burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live, where we burn through conversations trying to ash out common sense. What's up, everybody? Welcome. Y'all know what it is. It's Monday. Marijuana, mayhem, news, and stories, where we talk about marijuana, smoke, light it up. This is day of dedicating it to all my friends who know how we started off in the marijuana when we first started on this Burn Live, this rapping / marijuana was the biggest thing that really took us off. So I don't say that we started doing that. Yeah, it's really where we started. Burger King right around the corner from where I'm at now is where we started. 30-minute sessions in a car. We just put on a beat, go, rap, roll a blunt. You had 30 minutes. So you knew what to do. That's why you sent other people out at different times to go get your blunts, go get your guards, go get your things that you needed and stuff like that. Hold on, y'all. We got a good friend that's gonna join us and is gonna come, but I need to talk to her for 1 second. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm finna play this news clip of a marijuana story for you.
Now the question is, will states reconsider their lax laws on pot? In 2012, only Colorado and Washington state had legalized recreational marijuana, but today it's legal in 24 states. And Tommy, as a practicing physician, I can tell you that what led to a lot of this was it being medically legal in 40 states, and that was used as a political cover for it being legalized recreationally, with the idea that it had been proven that it had medical uses. Now that's being questioned.
Yeah, well, you know more about the medical uses than I do, certainly. But I'll tell you this, to the point of all these videos we're seeing of these people saying, I was addicted. If you've ever been around somebody who smokes a lot of weed, most of us could deduce that they have an addiction, whether they're smoking it or they're sucking it out of their little vape pen. It feels very much like an addictive behavior. Listen, my big concern is young people. It's the young people that they're not going out and they're not interacting with others. They're sitting home on the couch playing video games, smoking weed. And they have been told that somehow that's an alternative or a better alternative. And that's my concern there. I don't know all the medical nuance of it. You do. But my concern is that this has been billed as some kind of just harmless recreational activity. And it feels like it's definitely not.
Julie, I wrote an op-ed last year in the Wall Street Journal called "This is Not Your Parents' Woodstock Weed." And the idea there, and other people have said this, is that whatever we're calling this, marijuana, cannabis, whatever we're calling it, it's not 1.5% THC anymore. It's more like 30%. And that's why you're getting cannabis-induced psychosis and all these side effects.
Mm-hmm. I hate to be a buzzkill on this one, but I mean, I did smoke pot when I was younger, and I find it to be gross, and it also makes you impaired. I would not trust anyone getting behind the wheel. I don't know why marijuana was ever legalized for medicinal purposes. I'm all for it. And I know a lot of people, cancer patients, who have relied on it heavily to help numb the pain of cancer treatments and all these other medical ailments. But to legalize marijuana, I mean, when you walk out in New York City streets in particular, all you do is smell pot. And it's just a legal way of allowing minors to get intoxicated. I mean, that's what it is when you're really stoned, you're intoxicated. Maybe not by alcohol, but I don't believe that kids and teenagers and 18-year-olds should have access to pot. And here, there's vending machines where you can buy pot. And stores in Times Square, they don't ID you. They don't care because it's legal. I think it's irresponsible.
Joe, you have another point of view on this?
Yeah, I mean, you know, here's the deal. We're such a this society is meddling in hypocrisy in a way that makes me furious. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink beer or alcohol. But to be in a place where I can sit and watch alcohol commercials on TV and hear someone preach at me about how bad weed is, no, take that on somewhere else. On the medicinal side, it absolutely works. It works so well for so many veterans I know. But just like you said, we didn't legalize marijuana. We decriminalized the use of marijuana. So it's unregulated. We're not looking at it and still.
You got a point when you're looking at kids and the factors of what they getting substance to. There's just too many incidents in school when it comes to just simplifying edibles. Kids falling asleep, passing out. There's a lot of these reports that are happening daily in the news. So therefore, you do gotta. I think I said this last time. I want state to regulate marijuana. I have no problem with that, but it's the federal regulation that I have a problem with when it comes to stuff like this.
Studying it and saying at what level of THC does it have the effect we're looking for? At what level of THC does it have a negative effect, by and large, that we should try to take out of our society? That's the problem. We've put so much emphasis on keeping it illegal at the federal level that we've neutered our ability to actually regulate it. And on that, I just want to, because this really broaches into another topic. In a society, in an industry in this country, where we have no problem with SSRIs, with Zoloft or Prozac or Lexapro. I'm not beating up on these medicines, but for God's sake, I can sit here and watch somebody become a zombie on that stuff. I can watch somebody going to DTs coming off of it to the point that I don't think they're going to make it. And we've got societies around this world that have used things, psychedelics like ibogaine, ayahuasca, peyote, psilocybin. I don't know how to say that correctly. These are things that have helped people find their spiritual health. These are things, ibogaine, something that everyone.
Those are psychedelic drugs, man.
Did he just say those things help people find a spiritual health?
Go back.
Hold on, I got a CC. Oh, they already up. Stop playing. What?
Caitlin Clark. What?
And we've got societies around this world that have used things, psychedelics like ibogaine, ayahuasca, peyote, psilocybin. I don't know how to say that correctly. These are things that have helped people find their spiritual health.
What's spiritual health, bro? What is that?
Ladies and gentlemen, put in the comments if you ever took any of these substances to find. Man, y'all know what time it is. I gotta do my close up.
So your health gets sick?
Fine. Tell me in the comments. Have you ever seen anybody take any of those things to find a spiritual health?
So your spirit gets sick. That's what you're saying. You got to take these drugs to get your spirit healthy.
That's what people have admitted that they took to find a spiritual health. You cannot make this shit up.
These are things, ibogaine, something that everyone I've ever talked to that's ever done it said, it changed my life and it was such a painful experience. I hope I never have to do it again. And you have to fly to another country to do that. So I don't want to do anything to undermine some of the medical advancements in going to traditional medicine. And I think we're on this precipice. We're teetering on this little thing where, we have no problem discussing how bad marijuana is, but don't attack alcohol because that's a part of our culture. Well, you know what? People get behind the wheel drinking every day and kill people. It happens every single day. And I'd much rather smell weed on the side of the street than I had liquor on someone's breath trying to talk to me. So I think we can't be hypocrites about it. If we legalize it.
Okay. But the statement was, I'd rather smell weed than smell your breath full of liquor.
But your breath can smell like weed too.
He'd rather smell that than smell alcohol. How about you?
That's his choice.
I'm just saying, what is your opinion? Would you rather smell weed or would you rather smell alcohol?
I don't want to smell none of that shit, to be honest with you.
Let me see that answer.
I wouldn't want to smell none of that shit. I want to smell fresh air. I would rather not smell none of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you answer the question without answering the question.
No.
Federal level, the recreational use of marijuana, then we could regulate it. And then we can make sure the THC levels are consistent and below a point that it becomes some of these problems.
Your argument just speaks to why President Trump made it Schedule 3 instead of Schedule 1. because it's going to make it easier to study. Some people, critics say, you should have gone to Schedule 2, which is in between, because it's not proven medically. But you're making a really good argument for being able to study.
To study it. So, y'all, I know everybody would like to study marijuana. I think that there are a lot of groups out there studying. When he says study, I've been really learning this. When my guy up here says study, he don't mean to study like how we study in the crib and we doing what we do. Y'all, he's talking about the government studies. And sorry to say this, I'm keep saying this. You don't want the feds all in your business. Y'all complain about ICE now. That's the feds. That's the federales. Okay? You don't want them in ICE, and you definitely shouldn't want them in your weed. I don't know how to, you know what? I'm just keep saying it because I don't mind keep saying it because these videos every Monday are going to keep proving my point of why you don't want stuff like that. You don't want the feds studying weed. Like, oh, we can do this with weed and hand it to them. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, y'all don't think like me. That's okay.
It more for medicinal use.
I appreciate that, Doc.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
Okay, y'all don't think like
Did
me.
he say Steve Juicy? Was that his name, bro? Did I hear that right, or am I high? I could have sworn he said, "Hi, my name is Steve Juicy." Damn.
I'm oh shit, y'all. That nigga hurt. Hey, people, hey, you know, people make up names. Just like people didn't believe there's young kids' names out there named Kobe. And yes, there are.
Yeah. A lot of people name after Kobe. States that have legalized recreational marijuana. States that have legalized recreational marijuana. They go Virginia. They lying. No, they ain't, because we ain't got no dispensaries yet. They fucking lying.
2025?
They got, I was just there last year. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, they decriminalized it,
This is the chart that
but
we're
we
looking
don't
at.
have no dispensaries. They ain't put them up yet because of the governor. I told you about that.
So the law passed, but he ain't passed the law for the
That's why we're about to
dispensary.
get rid of his ass. That's why his ass got to go, because they legalized it and we can buy it, and they decriminalized it, but they didn't put no dispensaries up, bro. They said no dispensaries.
See, I kind of like that in y'all governor.
Shit.
He's like,
he about to
but
lose
see,
his job.
y'all can grow it all y'all want to, and y'all can smoke it amongst yourself.
He about to lose
But
his
yet
job.
again, he don't want the bit. See, that's taking, if y'all really think about it, if you really think about it, he's giving y'all the consumers, the household people, more of an opportunity to grow a small businesses and within your homes and reach, instead of getting a building and saving buildings for other things, those other taxes. Even though, because yet again, your governor got to find a reason to tax y'all for the weed, and where the weed gonna go. And y'all gonna end up like Nevada, where you lie to the people and say, hey, the marijuana that we tax are gonna go to schools, but yet again, we still got some of the suckiest schools, and we worried about teachers getting paid. But yet again, we just told y'all where the money was gonna come from. But is it coming from that?
Bro, this is me, right straight down the middle of America. It's straight gray. From North Dakota all the way down to Texas, straight down, no weed.
Yeah, that is true.
I just noticed that. And they're missing out on millions and billions of dollars every year.
Just like that straight line across, what you call it, from North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi.
Yeah, after Virginia, ain't no weed. Ain't no weed after Virginia. Yep. That Mason-Dixon line.
But see, I thought it was This. Oh, but see, this is recreational. It'll be different if we had medical up there too.
Is that
It'd be
Utah?
a lot more
Yeah, it
greener.
is Utah. Ain't no weed in Utah.
It's medical in Utah.
Mormon state.
But dog, that's why Utah got a high success rate in damn near everything. Good family, wholesome for homes, good efficiency, low crime. Man, we did this. Y'all gotta come over there to Talk of the Tick and go check us out because we did a top 5 of just good things in the United States, and Utah just kept popping up. I was like, man, we all looking at Utah like, is we sleeping on Utah? We might take a visit, y'all. Let's get into this marijuana news story and see what we can learn. Just
States reconsider their lax laws on pot. In 2012, only Colorado and Washington state had legalized recreational marijuana, but today it's legal in 24 states. And Tommy, as a practicing physician, I can tell you that what led to a lot of this.
They see the money coming in. That's easy.
I just want to put out there that people be mad at Fox, but at least Fox is covering marijuana news. I don't see other states. I don't see other news covering marijuana to this capacity to where, you know what I'm saying, you get your learn on. Especially this deep in the game, you know, most people like, oh, you know, well, we just keep it alcohol. Just putting it out there, just, you know what I'm saying?
Was it being medically legal in 40 states, and that was used as a political cover for it being legalized recreationally with the idea that it had been proven that it had medical uses. Now that's being questioned.
Yeah, well, you know more about the medical uses than I do, certainly. But I'll tell you this, to the point of all these videos we're seeing of these people saying.
Did she just put him out there? So you know more about hold on. I need some professions up there. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we do not know these people's titles, but yeah, legit. I'll just point out she just put my boy under the bus. You know more about marijuana laws than I do. I'm just saying, but I'm gonna keep the party rolling.
Than I do, certainly. But I'll tell you this, to the point of all these videos we're seeing of these people saying I was addicted. If you've ever been around somebody who smokes a lot of weed, most of us could deduce that they have an addiction, whether they're smoking it or they're sucking it out of their little vape pen. It feels very much like an addictive behavior. Listen,
so let me say this, right?
I knew it.
We breathe air every day, right? Am I addicted to air?
Yes.
We got to drink water to live, right? Am I addicted to water?
Yes.
We got to eat food to live. Am I addicted to food?
Yes.
So then what's the problem? If everything is considered an addiction, what the fuck is the problem?
When something chemically unbalance your body, that is probably an issue for you, and that's probably a bad addiction. And I always throw that term out. I always use that term specifically when I go in there, because everybody like, well, chemically unbalanced, you can be almost anything. That is true. You know what I'm saying? You do something obsessively to your body with almost anything. It's probably going to transform you. It's probably going to do something to your skin. It's probably going to chemically do something to your body that's going to change. And if anything like that, and if you keep doing it over and over and over, that is technically an addiction.
Okay, so we got to take a shit every day. Is that an addiction? We piss every day. Is that an addiction?
No. For your body has to relieve of waste.
Where'd she go?
Phone call.
Did you?
Phone call. I could tell.
You already know.
Yeah. I could tell.
She'll be back. Well, at least now we know she can come up here.
No, take yourself off mute and say hi, please. Mic check 1, 2. How are you?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? She can't hear us. Why could be?
I don't know. Can you hear us?
Mic check 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear us? Yeah, I see our thing going up.
Yes.
So it's on her end then.
Yes.
She got to fix her settings.
MJ.
She doing it now.
Okay. So while she's doing that, get back to this.
My big concern is young people that they're not going out and they're not interacting with others. They're sitting home on the couch playing video games, smoking weed. And they have been told that somehow that's an alternative or a better alternative. And that's my concern there. I don't know all the medical nuance of it. You do. But my concern is that this has been billed as some kind of just harmless recreational activity. And it feels like it's definitely.
Can you hear us? MJ.
She froze. Can you hear us, MJ? Can you hear us?
I can't hear y'all.
Uh-oh. Then that means, what that mean, Caprice?
Go down and come back up.
If you can hear me, I can't hear you guys. You turned off the audio or something. Maybe y'all not talking to me.
Do you need me to go and turn mine on and see if I can hear too?
Sure.
Now, hold on, y'all.
La da da da. Cause that means like
We might start the show again.
You. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, we're having a little technical difficulty. Trying to say why my guests can't hear me at the moment. No. Oh. It's my turn. Yes, I can hear. Can you hear me now?
Oh, okay. So I just can't hear you. I heard the video clip what the young lady was saying, but and then it cut off. So after that, I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Anything.
Okay.
I still can't hear you. So I see you moving your hands, but I can't hear you.
You figured it out, Beach?
No, I just texted her, so she was responding to the text.
Oh, she's responding to it.
King, I can't hear you. Are you saying, wait a minute, hold on, you're doing this?
You had to send me an invite.
I did send you an invite.
You did? Is it on, what's it on Messenger?
It's on your on your phone.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Send it to your phone. Like you told me.
Oh.
Do. Ladies, gentlemen. Do. Why do people have problems on here? Problems on. Are you on a app? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? No. No, 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 no. Do, 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 do. Do, do. Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now? Do, 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 do. Do the link you sent. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're having technical difficulties with my guest. Just trying to fix it, trying to see what's going on.
Damn, bro. You can't even sign anymore. That shit crazy. Shit crazy. Hey, I came about your nasty, right? Today, pregnant. Oh, that's all like. I swear to God, I'm gonna cuss. Don't bother you. Okay, I'll do that. Ooh, but how about my chest looks so big in here? I'm gonna drop down and come back.
Oh my God, we're having technical difficulties, man. And you can hear me now. I don't get it. Okay.
Hey, handsome.
Hello.
Finally. Ugh,
You can hear me?
finally, honey. I can hear you.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Mm, not doing well with that voice now. We could take this off a stream, y'all, okay? This is not appropriate.
Welcome to the Burn Live Show. This is Monday where we talk about marijuana news. Patty Pal, she can hear. Pellerin probably is going to jump up from his thing in a second. We're just covering this news coverage where we're talking about legalizing marijuana laws in different states compared to 2012.
Hello,
Hello?
you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear
MJ,
us?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you both.
Okay, that's what's up.
And so it was probably me that I had to drop down, but when I get settled,
Shit, I can go back to the goddamn co-host. All right, hold on.
actually, let me see if I'm gonna put it on my tablet. What would a world be without a daggone tablet?
I tell people the tablet is a lot better for as seeing, because when I pop this up, you'll be able to see this a lot better and go over discussions. Because marijuana, today, Thursdays are really days that, what I'm saying, there's a lot of fan watching.
Okay.
Thursday is cop cam day, where we go over cop cams and stuff. Today is like marijuana. And ladies and gentlemen, Now I wish I had a cigar. Ha, dude.
Oh, that was your last one.
Yes, sir. We spoke like chimneys about this mother.
So,
I like wherever. I like your background. I ain't gonna even stunt. Let me
who
do like this.
background?
Oh,
I
yeah.
can get one.
Yours. Wherever you at, that's dope. I like that place.
Oh,
Where
baby,
you at?
this the
Who's
new
that?
scenery right here. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I ain't gonna I ain't gonna
Oh no, I ain't mean it like that. It look like Dennis.
that looking
Oh,
stupid. I like that, man. Made my show look a little professional.
a little bit more official.
Turn it out. Oh well, damn. We was looking professional. Now we unprofessionalized. And the king stands alone. I don't see you down there.
Let me let me stop touching stuff. So,
The thing
can
is, you see how easy it was from you to go from your phone. You need to have that same easy access through your laptop. And if you can have that same, once you have it through your laptop, have it through all your devices, just in case you be anywhere.
so
And then
that's what I'm trying to do. So can you send a link through TikTok, and then hold but the link for your studio, because that's what I'm gonna copy and paste on here. So can you, I just need that link
to, I
on TikTok. Send it, messaging me
got
through
you.
TikTok, please.
I got you. I got you. You know, I done had very weird shows before, and this ain't the first one. Ain't gonna be the last one.
Where Pelly Pill go?
They go get a cigar so it can be official back to the show.
Yay. I'm so happy for you all.
Um, so just to explain to you, like I said, today is Monday, marijuana day. Tomorrow is Tuesday, where we and AI and stock, where we get into money growth. Um, Wednesday is comic book day, which that's new. Still getting wishy washy up in there. Still getting tinkered out. Thursday is cop cam and court cases. So any big court cases that is coming up that people feel that is valuable and accessible, I want to be able, you know what I'm saying, that's for that day. I do a lot of cop cams because that's always somebody always dropping a load on that. And then Friday is politics day, where I actually talk about politics and stuff like that. And weekends is off until we come up with new segments. I'm kind of looking for my gospel.
That was me, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, I see. That's straight direct look.
This looks so good. Look, I don't. I'm about the camera down. I don't do myself a lot.
Hey, I told you we supposed to motivate each other to we take ourselves to new heights.
I know, but I like this. I
Girl,
like this.
listen here. I ain't had a date since 1772, okay? And I still bring my ugly ass up here with confidence. Like that next hot thing want me
I
on
just,
camera.
cause she do want you on camera.
Right. She better.
I don't camera. I'm not comfortable with all this. This is not my, although, and me doing it on TikTok is building my comfortability up, as because I have to do it at work. I'm being forced to camera up at work, and that's not cool.
Well, thank God I'm not on X because X, I would at least put 100 people up in her.
Well, that's what you want. You want numbers? You want quality or quantity? Which one are you looking for?
I want quantity. But right now, I got to pay for this, and I can't pay for it, so I can only do it one app at a time. Normally, when you pay for it, you can do 3 to 5. Remember, we had this conversation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. We had that. So right now, I'm on the free. I'm doing the free one. That's why you don't see the watermark. I can't throw my little intro up. I can't represent. See, like Miss Brooklyn show, I got a little commercial for her. You know what I'm saying? Because I rock with her tough, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like almost like my day one. You know what I mean? So I represent her. I got a little ad. Ellie Pale's little segment once he branded, and even though if we have to do it, then he gets a little 10-second ad. And whoever rocks with me, you know what I'm saying? MJ Closet Finds.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get that, and we throw a little 10-second something together, then that gets a commercial up in here too. And that's how we rock. Not the camera tried to follow her, y'all. We seen the camera try to follow her. It tried to follow. Yeah, I seen that. What's the weather?
It got cold where I'm at. It just got a little cold.
Boy, we was up in a grocery store, man. It was 2 degrees in there. I was like, hell.
I don't show all of that. Okay.
Hold on. A man never show his body parts either. The fuck?
I know. We keep it PG over here.
On me. So that's my plan. That's what I do. Oh, also have the late night show when I get off of work Monday through Friday called Good Night Capiche. Now, don't forget that, y'all. There's no set. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Go ahead. No.
Nope.
Good Night Capiche is just a bedtime story where we tell you bedtime stories of modern day society, of politics, of whatever is on our mind. My last few days with Goodnight Capiche, I've been on this going back to the moon breakdown of it and looking at that. You want to tell a joke? Well, damn. Let's see the joke. There were 3 dwarf guys. One said smarter than, one smarter than. Okay. See, your joke got up there. See, I did that so people don't think that like I don't engage. It's just sometimes topics be real deep and real into it to where you can't get to our topics. You know, it be like that sometimes. No, don't be mad at me. See, I laughed at a joke. At somebody's joke. I don't even know who that was. I laughed at it. I chuckled. It was the weed, see?
I guess.
No, okay. Back to business. Oh Lord. Yeah, this is marijuana. Do I got another marijuana story 2 months ago? I try to keep y'all update with marijuana stories.
That was a funny joke. That was a funny joke.
I thought it was funny.
I laughed. So yeah, that was funny.
Oklahoma pushed back. See, when states push back, and this is a thing that I have to bring up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I might have to transfer over to Restream for $16 a month. That's a little bit more affordable. Let's see why Oklahoma's pushing back for this law. If I can just catch it.
Will marijuana no longer be legal in Oklahoma? The answer is yes, if the governor gets his way. The law goes back to a vote of the people, and if Oklahoma voters voted down.
Governor Stitt called to shut down the medical marijuana industry during his State of the State address. And that's causing quite a stir on both sides of the aisle, really. News 4's Austin Brissett has more on that.
We have no idea where that came from.
That's Jed Green with Oklahomans for Responsible Cannabis Action's reaction to Governor Kevin Stitt's call to put medical marijuana in the rearview mirror for Oklahoma.
Send the marijuana issue back to a vote of the people and let's shut it down.
Governor Stitt argues when Oklahoma...
My boy said, let's give it back to the people and let's shut it down. Okay? I see why.
Oklahomans passed it in 2018. They were sold a bill of goods. Stitt says it's out of control and invites...
Hey, why my boy up here governing with a broke whole hand? A broke whole hand. Hot damn.
crime and chaos.
This is just a direct spit in the face of voters.
We don't want this to go back to a vote. We want to see it be improved upon.
Members of the Sooner State Party sharing their concerns at the state capitol Friday. Some Oklahoma officials also pushing back against the governor's idea.
I don't think they're supporting the legislature to make that happen.
AG Gettner Drummond claiming erasing medical marijuana could cost the state.
We would need to reimburse these individuals because it will effectively be a taking. So as the lawyer, I'm concerned about the taking. As a law enforcement officer, I'd love for it to be gone.
We're talking the state being on the hook for several $1 billion immediately.
Green also arguing it would undo years of progress.
This is a program that created 35,000 non-cartel jobs in the first 18 months. It has raised over $100 million for school building funds. 80% of that has gone to rural schools.
Austin Brissett.
It's a difference when you have the numbers of knowing where the marijuana taxes is going. And if it's going to something positive and you see that it's going to something positive and your mayor's trying to shut it down, then yes, you have a problem with your mayor because y'all actually doing something positive. And that's what I'm more for. Now, you see the positive. We heard the positive. We know where the positive is trying to go. When you have people out here that's moving in a negative way, forming against the people. He said, put it back up there and get rid of it for what? When it's generalizing school. Because he want to spend more money somewhere else. And I don't care if he's Democrat or Republican. It's not about that. It's about when you're actually doing something positive and you got somebody that's trying to destroy in your face, as people would say Trump is. But yet again, there's a lot of people out there that don't like marijuana. But then you have to ask them, what is the other means, what is the other ways that you're going to raise money for the school systems? If you're not taking it out of taxpayers' money, or you're not taking it out of the taxpayers who buy into marijuana. Yet again, this is a state problem, state issue, state sound like they have already spoken. And you got people who want to stop the flow.
Oklahoma's News 4.
Thank you, Austin. There are about 1,500 legal grows in Oklahoma right now.
And while everyone...
1,500 legal grows. 1,500 legal grows. Positive things that have accumulate revenue for the state. That's crazy. You're going to have stuff like that. Now, if he was addressing a real issue like, okay, we have a lot of trafficking problems and stuff like that, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Versus the taxpayers' money going into schools. We got an argument. We got We got something to put up here and talk about. Do 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 do. So, you know what? I'm just curious, and I'm afraid to find out the truth, but I just gotta see. I just gotta see. Because this is where people always want to say, I told you. I told you. So let me tell myself. Is the governor of Oklahoma Republican or Democrat? He's a Republican. And I had a funny feeling he was. Why did I have a funny feeling? Because Republicans are the majority of the people that are against marijuana growth and stuff like that. What's his name? Kevin. So, in this case, y'all, here's a governor, a Republican governor that's going against something that Trump is trying to deem equal or fair and being balanced with. Here's something that body's just trying to get rid of it. So I don't want to hear people like everybody in the Republicans is against everything that Trump is doing. I just, right there alone, just shows that's not true. Okay. Let's check out this news from 3 days ago.
Okay, let's get you to this news. The FDA is looking into potential links between marijuana use and psychosis. The New York Times editorial board writing, quote, "It's time for America to admit that it has a marijuana problem." The paper cites data showing marijuana is more potent than ever and more people becoming addicted. FDA Commissioner Marty McCary says the White House is weighing all sides of the issue.
We've seen a dramatic increase in teens vaping with THC, that is marijuana, in the last administration, in the 4 years prior to us coming into office. So we're taking this very seriously. We are also in the Trump administration very serious about making sure that the medicinal purposes, that is the indications where people find benefit in medical conditions, for example, with chronic terminal cancer,
I believe only reason this is being studied like this to be thrown up in our faces is for the simple fact of the matter is that it can be studied because of vapes and cartridges. And cartridges it takes it on another level to be looked at. Other than that, every generation back has had teenagers smoking weed. Everybody remember their childhood of a group of people smoking weed. Everybody, every. I don't want to hear nobody. Oh, my generation was, and my generation. No. Every generation had a bunch of high schoolers and a few middle schoolers who were smoking weed, flat out. But I think the reason why he can say this and you can argue this part is for the simple fact of cartridges. And it's been a fact of being caught just as much as people getting caught with weed inside schools and stuff. I'm going to replay this.
find benefit
so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's get you to this news. The FDA is looking into potential links between marijuana use and psychosis. The New York Times editorial board writing, quote, "It's time for America to admit that it has a marijuana problem." The paper cites data showing marijuana is more potent than ever and more people becoming addicted. FDA Commissioner Marty McCary says the White House is weighing all sides of the issue.
We've seen a dramatic increase in teens vaping with THC, that is marijuana, in the last administration, in the 4 years prior to us coming into office. So we're taking this very seriously. We are also in the Trump administration very serious about making sure that the medicinal purposes, that is the indications where people find benefit in medical conditions, for example, with chronic terminal cancer, that is advanced.
All right, let's bring in Kevin Sabet. He's CEO of Smart Approaches to Marijuana and the author of One Nation Under the Influence. Timely to
Yet again, I'm going to say it over. The reason why that study is a little bit more valid, and you can say some stuff like that, is because of cartridges. Without cartridges, anybody can argue like, yeah, everybody can hit up with that argument. Well, you know, we were smoking more weed, now weed was better, and everybody's gonna have that argument outside of the news coverage. You know, I'm just talking about like streets. If I brought this conversation up on Talk of the Tick, boy, you're gonna hear the 70s. You're gonna hear the 70s, 80s, and 40s, 50s. Everybody talk about how they weed was potent and better, and how at a young age people were smoking weed. And you can't argue. And my argument, like all of y'all know a group of teenagers and a few middle schoolers that were smoking weed. I think every generation had just those few people that got into that. Is it more today? I think it's almost probably the same, except for the simple fact that the population has grown. But yet again, what makes it easy to actually point a finger and like, hey, data shows this is because of cartridges. It's like, okay, this one cartridge, bam, here it is, right there. As far as a person getting caught with grams of weed, I'm like, okay, this is been doing this since school probably been in America. I'm just saying, as far as that, with cartridges, it's just on a whole nother level.
have you on.
Thanks.
I'm a just say no kid myself. It really worked for me. But the government decided to go forward with this. So now the New York Times is saying, actually, maybe this wasn't so great after all. Where did they hit the right points and where did they miss the mark?
Yeah, well, it worked for you and it worked for millions of others. In 1992, we had 1 million Americans using marijuana daily. Today, we have about 20 million Americans using marijuana daily. And it's not just the old Woodstock weed, right? It's so much stronger than it used to be, up to 99% potent with these data.
She said, "What's up, weed?"
So, ladies and gentlemen, we taking a time where weed was illegal, 1990s, where most of that data that he just named are people that was incarcerated for weed, from joints all the way up to trafficking. As long as it had weed involved, it probably is in that status. Compared to today, where it's recreational and your granny and her best friend, her book club, is smoking. We smoking weed at book club, nigga. I just seen in Colorado, they got a special theater. I know they got one out here too, but they got a special theater where you can go in and smoke weed up in there. Get your bud on. Watch your new movie. Go watch you Doomsday, which Disney don't hit me. I'm sorry, Disney. Let me just lay down alone. Go watch your good movie and smoke you some bud.
Abs and these waxes and these products that a lot of young people in their developing brains are being damaged by it. So I was heartened by the New York Times basically admitting they were wrong, admitting that they had downplayed the harms for too long. And this was really a case where I think the editorial board actually listened to their own investigative reporters. There have been numerous investigative reports by the Times showing how dangerous today's marijuana is. The link mainly to psychosis, schizophrenia, the mental health link is stronger than with any other drug. Where they got it wrong is I think, they're very institutionally
Over here on this channel, that last little bit, you're not gonna slide that in there and then change the subject so it can alert people and change the subject so can't nobody. I want y'all to rehear the ending of what he really said before he changed the subject over. Really catch that.
how dangerous today's marijuana is. The link mainly to psychosis, schizophrenia, the mental health link is stronger than with any other drug. Where they got it wrong is
Marijuana is stronger than what other drug? Y'all didn't catch it how he said it's, you know what I'm saying? He's saying the diagnosis, but yet again, he's slightly said, oh, it's stronger than, no, when marijuana is stronger than what other drug? But yet again, he want to go, the misses. I gotta pay attention to that. And this Fox too. So you gotta, I'm on you, Fox.
I think, they're very institutionally tied to the idea of legalization. So I think they had to sort of say, well, but we're still in favor of legalization, just it has to be done better. We need to regulate it better. We've shown over the last 10 years that we have not been, we can't regulate this better. This is a drug that is used by foreign criminal cartels to make money still. We have a huge underground market still. There are lobbyists and very powerful interests pushing this. So, I think they got it right overall on admitting they were wrong about the harms, but on the policy, just legalization's not working.
I want to show you here.
Because of the drug trafficking, because you mix two different industries, you gave two different industries the proper usage and the laws to make a slippery slope. Medical and recreational. You took the what I was going to say, you took the dispensary industry, and then you took growing it at home, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna give you both industry at once and let the state regulate it. Once again, I get it, but they should have really took their time and chose. Like, I think each state should choose. Either you're gonna choose dispensary or you're gonna choose grow it at home. Maybe you shouldn't have got both. Do that kind of make sense to anybody? Maybe not. Is that am I being a little harsh? Sound like you don't smoke weed, capiche? I smokes weed. Okay? But think about what he's saying. Don't just say, oh, he's saying, and I don't like what he said because I like smoking weed. Think about what he's actually trying to say. There's too many loopholes where criminals can get away of doing crime. For instance, majority of these people that are getting their shops shut down for marijuana grow shops, they're getting shut down. They're not getting a felony charge. They're not getting a real go sit the fuck down, and because you were trafficking. You getting, oh, you was trying to legalize weed, you was trying to do an industry, you did it incorrectly. Don't do it again, but go on about your business. That's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. So I will go back. I will go deep. I will try to. That's why I think this is a good idea for me to do this. To really like, I would keep breaking it down. You got two different industries that are finding criminals. Are like, you know what? I can say I run a dispensary, but yet again, I may not be able to buy a building. And I be able to get a building, but I still got to grow my plants. So I'm gonna use the recreational laws and grow inside my house to supply my building, and I got to keep it separated. And you can't do that. And some people are finding loopholes to do that.
You mean like the Chinese people did?
Yes.
If they got in trouble.
But that's true. They got in trouble. But think about all the people that's not getting in trouble. They see them like, all right, I'm tightening up on my shit. They got caught, cool. You know what I'm saying? If I was a criminal, they got caught, cool. I didn't get caught. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna call all my connects. We finna tighten up our shifts. Probably switch up a couple of routes.
You better hope the nigga that got caught don't snitch you out.
Yeah, but hopefully he not with me. You know what I'm saying? Come on, dog. If I'm in this industry and I'm a criminal, I'm watching the news every day. So when I see that this happened, oh, okay. What's call it? In another state got caught. What's call it over here got caught. I may not be able to ship. You know what I'm saying? Hey, basically, I'm not shipping out to San Francisco. I'm not shipping out to Oklahoma.
Then you got to worry about him snitching on you.
True. Hopefully your name ain't the person in the streets. Hopefully you got enough middleman to where, you know what I'm saying, they don't go up the ranking. But yet again, this is why you're hearing people talk the way they talk, and people like, I don't get it. It's just weed. We just smoking. What's wrong with it? A lot of people don't hear these stories, and I just really be tripping off that. People don't be hearing all these marijuana news stories. We don't hear them. We out here in Nevada. We chilling and smoking, gambling, you know what I'm saying, partying. Who cares about what Oklahoma doing, marijuana laws doing? Who cares about what they're talking about in New York?
They probably saying the same thing about us too.
Right. But yet again, me as a criminal mind person, I'm probably watching.
Marijuana abuse and treatment. So approximately 1 in 10 people who use marijuana will become addicted, 1 in 10. And when they start before age 18, the rate of addiction rises to 1 in 6. And an estimated 30% of cannabis users have cannabis use disorder. Right. What is cannabis use disorder?
Well, that's addiction. So that third bullet is, I would argue, the most important to what you're showing. That means that 1 in 3 people
smoking weed.
Mm-hmm. She said if you smoke before 18, you're more likely to be addicted than after 18.
Yeah, I'm right on the nose. I'm at 17.
So she's right there.
People who used marijuana in the last year at least once. Okay, 1 in 3 are addicted, will become addicted. That number, I mean, we never had 30%. We barely had 30% for tobacco and heroin, which are obviously extremely addictive. So today's marijuana is just so much more addictive, and it's being pushed by a corporate lobby that is putting a profit and, before public health. And it's addiction for profit.
But yet again, you're not also adding the fact that weed was always looked to be a cool substance. It was always looked at to be cool. And
so was cocaine.
I would say cocaine once was looked at to be cool. Then after a while, it showed its true roots of not being a cool. People it's still a party drug. But weed was looked to be cool through music, different genres, TV shows, and stuff like that. And especially in the rap industry. Smoke a pound of weed, chill with my girl, roll down the weed, chill with my girl, going crazy. I'm just playing. I
don't even know what the hell you was trying to say.
I was just singing weed, but I was just mixing it with a Tupac hood.
Big tobacco all over again. That's why this should not be a Republican or a Democrat issue. This is a bipartisan issue. We all care about our kids. We don't want to see pot shops smell weed everywhere. The secondhand smoke, by the way, worse than tobacco. We're just uncovering
You mean
the
worse
truth.
for people like me?
Prove it. Where's your proof, sir? Prove it.
What issue are you talking about exactly?
Talking to him.
But what specifically are you talking about?
He said secondhand smoke is worse than smoking weed raw. Prove it, sir. See, I hate it when people get up there and they start just talking shit. They don't know what the fuck they talk about.
When they be spilling the.
I've never heard a case where somebody had to go to the hospital because they caught a contact. Never. And I'm talking about niggas is in hotboxing the whole car. One nigga don't smoke no weed. He just in there because the niggas in there. But ain't nobody rushed him to the hospital. So
what he's alluding to, which I don't have no research, but I'm assuming he's alluding to, if it does have a long term effect.
No, he didn't say. Oh, you're alluding, but that ain't what he said though.
I know, I get it.
You can let it play. I just
like when I'm walking next to the guy. Really? Why? And
I hate to tell
what
I hate
happens?
to tell
Is it
you.
cancer?
Well, there's more cancer.
Now he's trying to say weed causes cancer. What's next, nigga?
There are numerous other things in marijuana where the way they grow marijuana, it's a very energy intensive wet plant. There's bound to be mold, bacteria, there's pesticides, insecticides, the things that you're inhaling. Yeah, even secondhand, it's extremely dangerous.
Okay. The last thing I wanted to ask you is the state governments who thought they were going to see windfalls from this to pay for education. Has that come true anywhere?
No, they're still waiting for the checks. They're waiting by the mailboxes, Dana. It's basically less than 1% of the revenue, of less than 1% of their overall budget. And so it's a drop in the bucket. Right. And we're not also calculating the costs, because there's also costs, right? I mean, if you have a car crash, that's $1 million in lost social costs per person seriously injured or died just in a car crash alone. And we have tens of thousands.
Okay, now you're mixing data.
No, he tried to say smoking weed is causing niggas to car crash. Now he's trying to say niggas car crashing because of weed.
Technically, he's saying when it comes to car crashes and marijuana, the outpay is higher. And I'm like, now you're mixing data. Now you're mixing shit. You're mixing a whole bunch of cases and then throwing marijuana in those cases. For if you get caught, say I get pulled over or I hit somebody and I got caught with drugs, and I'm putting S on it because there's more than one drugs in it, but marijuana in there too. He's throwing that in there. So I go down for cocaine, but yet again, I was smoking weed. You're going to throw that case in that file. I can look at them numbers is way too big.
Overall budget. And so it's a drop in the bucket, and we're not also calculating the costs, because there's also costs, right? I mean, if you have a car crash, that's $1 million in lost social costs per person seriously injured or died.
Injured. So yet again, if I hit you, boom. There's the only thing I got caught with it, ashtray. You got to put that data, like, stop playing.
Just in a car crash alone, and we have tens of thousands of them that are directly linked to marijuana every year. It's something else we're not talking about. When you're late for work, the workplace accidents, again, the psychosis, schizophrenia.
Nah, that's what you're alluding to right there. What the fuck do late to work accidents got to do with marijuana?
Yeah, people late to work anyway.
Late to work. You late to work.
Mental health links. These are all costs that add up. And so,
well, my mama was late to work faithfully.
I know people that go get coffee.
We do not make money from this at all. It's a bad idea.
All right, Kevin Sabet, thank you so much for joining us. Gave us a lot to think about over the weekend. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, everyone. I'm
fear and propaganda. That's what the fuck he doing.
But yet again, You missed the governor of Oklahoma. He was to put marijuana back on the ballot and get rid of it.
Nebraska, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. And I was afraid to look it up, but I did it anyway for my peoples. I was like, y'all, I got a funny feeling.
Governor Nebraska don't like weed neither.
I was like,
I actually met that nigga for real.
I was like, I wonder
for him.
I wonder if he's Republican or
He
Democrat.
is Republican.
I know.
Yeah, he's Republican. The whole state's Republican. They all believe everybody. That's a Trump state. The whole state.
Only Republicans are against marijuana. Why are Republicans against marijuana? Because for some odd reason they just can't seem to get their hands.
If you get caught with weed in Nebraska, they're gonna treat it like you got caught with cocaine. No bullshit.
Damn.
Cool white dude. He just don't fuck with weed. I did a cater for him at his mansion one time.
And so yet again, y'all cannot, I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, Trump is always for the people when it comes for the people. No, all his constituents that voted him in office, they're all against marijuana. I heard Trump up here trying to decriminalize marijuana. And other states like, no, I'm just trying to get rid of marijuana.
Tennessee's a red state too.
But see, the matter of red state, they like, fuck it. We try to
legal here.
Yeah. A lot of states got to realize that there's not money that you could probably get out of it. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't get out of it, just go medical. Medical, no dispensary. Let people grow it in their houses. There's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather for you be able to grow it in your house than put up a dispensary and the dispensary don't make no money or don't grow no revenue to the state. And then you got a bunch of empty buildings around. Now you got homeless breaking into a bunch of dispensaries because they're trying to find a place to stay. Because yet again, the industry ran its course and people went bankrupt. Now, Oklahoma is a little different. That Republican governor, y'all might want to get rid of him. Y'all kind of might, because yet again, dude dropped the numbers of where the revenue is going for his school. It's going towards the schools. That's saving the taxpayers' money. That means he can't tax the people for schooling, and he's mad that he can't do that. That's what it sounds like to me. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I do believe there's more to it. You know what I'm saying? When a governor can't draw money towards a project somewhere because he want to get it from somewhere, he's going to pout and bitch. And I don't care what color you are. You know what I'm saying? You're going to pout and bitch. Hey, I'm trying to raise money for this over here, and I want to get it through this revenue. Oh, I can't do it because this revenue is for this, and they're doing a good job. Oh, man, see, man, get rid of it. It's bad. And, get a bunch of researchers to find everything negative on it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I want to say, all my life, and I have a witness, I'm talking about getting rid of a Republican governor. Okay? So I don't want to hear that. Oh, you never talk about getting rid of yes, I have. I've done it on my show plenty of times. But this is the first time that y'all heard it in 2026. And I got proof. Witness. So I don't want to yes. I don't like it when Trump pouts and bitch and really gets the media all riled up. I don't like it. I don't like how he did Greenland. If you're going to go get Greenland, go get Greenland. Go get it. Quit playing around with these people. People are already upset. They mad at you. They already upset. They already mad. You're already racist, Trump. Just go on, just get it done. You only got 2 more years left. You know what I'm saying? Like I can vote for you again. 2 years, you out. You know what I'm saying? And then it's gone. People gonna be back to save marijuana. You know what I'm saying?
No, Vance gonna keep Mega going.
Oh God. You think gonna keep Mega?
The same way Biden kept Obama shit going.
Which is eventually true, but I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be hitting in the hallways type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna. But marijuana speaking, y'all, how many years after his administration they still gonna be talking about that guy? We still gonna be bringing him up. Still gonna be talking about the Epstein file. People still gonna be talking about, we gotta lock him up. Okay, go. He's out of office. I don't care. He's out of politics. I'm a politician. Y'all, please check out your states, bro. Water, be safe. Don't drive. Don't do all that good stuff. Because hey, it's hard out here in these streets. You never know what your governor thinks. Hey, when your governor puts in a law that he don't like something, most likely your sheriffs is gonna follow your governor. It'd be nice for him to follow your mayor, but he's gonna follow your governor. That's where them checks come from. Till next time, bear water, y'all. Smoke, we out. Peace.